Okay, so you guys know how much I like to go over lists, and what I have for you today is actually super interesting. It's from Complex and Pigeons and Planes, and it's gonna be really fun, bro. Like, honestly, I'm really excited to get into it. But before that, we do have our song of the day, the Sad Part series I told you about, and today is Run the Streets by Lil Rager and Dolo.
Look, 5150s finna drill a nigga for funky with me. Can't stay still, bipolar depression got me feeling dizzy. Lost my brother when I was 12, that shit stuck with me. So I'ma give each of you niggas hell, I ain't coming friendly. Nightmare.
And yeah, if you guys liked it, go check it out. And if you're interested in being a song of the day, DM me on IG, link in bio. Also linking in bio is the Discord if you want to join some like-minded individuals. But yeah, let's talk about this Complex list hosted by Pigeons and Planes. It's called 25 Artists to Watch in 2025. And you know, over here we talk about underground rap, stuff like that. If you're into it, drop a subscription. But there was a lot of artists on this list that I am familiar with through the underground rap scene, and obviously not all 25 of them are underground rappers, but a lot of them were. And I think it's interesting to go over the list, talk about my thoughts on them, if it's a good list or not, or whatever. And let me know your thoughts in the comments as we go, because I'm excited to see how you guys react to this. They had Lazer Dim 700 on the list, which is super interesting. I mean, Lazer Dim has had a really fun career in my opinion. Like, he blew up as a bit of a, not to be rude, but he blew up as a bit of a joke. Like, the vocal mix wasn't very good, but he's just so likable as a person. Like, he's so humanized and normal, humble, down to earth. Like, I met him multiple times, nice guy, he talks very nicely and stuff, and I think it's good to have him on the list. Honestly, I hope there's a bit of musical development, because otherwise we're gonna see another like Blueface type of situation, in my opinion, where, you know, people like him for his personality and the meme and stuff, but the music doesn't really hold on and the career kind of falls away to be more of a reality star or whatever. So hopefully he develops that, maybe gets on more features like the Denzel and BK song. We're going to see more about that later in the list, but that was cool to me, and I think if he continues to do that, then he could be around for a good amount of time. Speaking of BKTheRula, she is later on the list, like I mentioned, but before we talk about BK, we do have to talk about other artists. Next, we have 2 Hollis, who's an artist that has been actually going crazy lately. I mean, he was just touring with Ken Carson as an opening act, but now he's on his own tour right now. He's super viral all over the internet, and I mean, videos everywhere, bro. Like, 2 Hollis is actually going crazy. I think that, honestly, he could be, like, right now he's under 1 million monthly listeners, which is crazy considering the amount of internet reach he has. Like, he's gonna go way up 2025. This is a good addition to the list, and I'm glad Complex are tapping into like the alternative side of the underground rap scene. You know, like, it's not really rap, but it is within that scene, and that's how they are positioning in it. There is other artists in a similar lane that we'll talk about later in the video as well, but the 2 Hollis one was really cool. Do you think that he's actually gonna like be able to break into the mainstream? Because in my opinion he will. In my opinion, he's gonna get to like a real household name type of level. I just think that the music is good, the image is cool, and he has a good team behind him. So I don't know, I'm thinking that he could you know, make it to the next level. He's also working with Nate Sib a lot, who a lot of people are saying they're like the new Justin Biebers or like pop stars and stuff like that, because on the track Afraid that they just dropped, it's super poppy. Like, people are really thinking that they're trying to go mainstream and stuff, and honestly the vocals are good. Like, they could do it. Next up, we have Nino Paid. He's not an artist I'm super familiar with, although I do know a couple songs like Pain and Possibilities, and also the Packboy Max thing. He's a cool rapper, and lyrics are good and like funny at times, so I think he's a good addition to the list as well. We also have Oklou, an artist that I've been seeing a lot on my feed lately. Like, I think they must be putting a lot of money into this girl, because I'm not really familiar with her journey or whatever, but it seems like she just blew up out of nowhere. She had a Blade feature, now she's on the Complex list. She did like a GQ interview. I don't know. I saw her on some type of interview or something. I'm not sure, but this is cool. Oklou. I listened to the project that Blade was on, and it was pretty cool. Hopefully she continues to make cool music like that. There's also YT, who I was made aware of through, or recently, like again, because we all heard of him a long time ago, but he kind of just blew up again, in my opinion, through the underground sound freestyle, where he had one of the best verses. Like, it's interesting to see the British accent on top of a jerk beat, because that's something that, I don't know, we don't hear very often, and it's usually like a Xavier So bass, Netspend sound, or old Netspend sound, but YT does it super well. His flows are nice, and I don't know, bro, it's just a likable, happy guy. I think he's going to continue to go up this year as well. And in general, I just feel like the international underground scene is super hot and creative right now. Like, I had this take on my Instagram story the other day, so if you guys want to stay around and discuss them with me, then make sure you follow the IG. But I was saying how the international underground is much more interesting than the USA underground right now, and my theory is that there's less label involvement, at least in like small artists, because in the USA, bro, the second a small underground rapper shows to shows a bit of potential, the labels swoop in like literally immediately, bro. So if you have a little bit of motion as an underground rapper, you're gonna get a good sum of money. But unfortunately, this also comes with creative control. You're not really allowed to do what you want, move how you want, post what you want, or whatever. And that's why the international underground is more interesting, I think, because they still have labels involved and stuff. They have management and such, but I don't know. I just see more creativity and like freedom, artists kind of being themselves rather than masking their identity through mysterious Instagram or whatever. Like, they're just cool, normal people. Fake Mink, Stiffy, Zell, the whole Spanish, like there's a fire Spanish speaking scene right now. Like, they're always cool to me. But let's move on. That's not the point of the video. We also have snow strippers, which I was referring to earlier about the alternative. Like, snow strippers aren't necessarily underground rap, but they are adjacent to it, at least. Like, they have that they have the Surf Gang affiliation and Xavier So bass and stuff like that. I heard they even were supposed to bring out Cemetery one time and Netspend connections and stuff. So it's really cool to see them on this list as well. I think this is their year for sure. They definitely blew up a bunch in 2024, and 2025 they're probably going to go even bigger. I liked a lot of their music, but next on the list, we had the aforementioned BKTheRula. And honestly, she's been on an artist to watch list like this for like, I don't know, but 4 years at this point? She's always been like this underrated underground, oh, this is her year, bro, she's gonna go mainstream. And her music's fire. She's super nice. I met her at the Rollin' Loud Miami show that just happened in December of 2024. And yeah, again, a very likable girl, but I don't know, bro, like, she hasn't blown up, and I don't know if what bigger look she could get, bro. She had a what's it called? She had an NBA YoungBoy collab, and like, she just had the Denzel Curry collab, and it's just not sticking. Obviously she's touring and stuff, but it's not like taking it to the next level. I went to the BKTheRula tour in Fort Lauderdale with Yapo JJ, Skywater. Like, she was fire. Her visuals were super cool. I like the music, but I don't know, bro, something seems to not be in her favor. But there's nothing wrong with being an underground artist either. Like, there's people who were underground artists for a decade and still touring, selling the same amount of tickets. Like, that's impressive, and that means you built a cult fan base, and you don't need to take it to the mainstream next level to really be happy with your art or your music. Like, there's beauty within the underground. Like, you can still make money and a living and stuff, but I hope her goals pan out. Because next we have OsamaSon. Wow, OsamaSon is pretty hot right now as well, due to the Jump Out album, which the numbers are, bro, the numbers on the Jump Out album are crazy. Like, he's actually doing really well, and a lot of people were scared about it because the initial reaction to the album was like, oh, bro, it's so repetitive, like, we need old OsamaSon. But I think fans just needed a second to, adjust to it, listen to the album a couple of times, and now it seems to be sticking, bro. I see the Instagram reels, the TikToks to the sounds all day, and shout out to OsamaSon, man. He's doing his thing. Honestly, I don't know if I can see him getting much bigger than he already is. Just like, I don't know, he's a huge artist, bro. He's very big. I guess the Ken Carson is kind of someone who took it to the next level, but I don't know if OsamaSon has that same star power as Ken, although I don't know, him and Netspend are kind of in like the competition to see, who's the one who's going to break through, who's going to be the underground breakthrough artist of this generation, bro. We had Ken Carson and we had Yeet, but we haven't really seen who it's going to be from this era. Like, could it be Too Hollis? Could it be Netspend? Could it be OsamaSon? Could it be someone like we're not even going to talk about, like Fake Mink? I don't know. Could it be Fimi Guerrero? That's the next person on the list. Another British artist. He's definitely been, motioning up off of his TikTok songs. And again, the British scene is just making cool, fun, interesting music, and Femi Guerrero is one of those artists who's doing so. Also on the list was Molly Santana, and she's definitely had an interesting come up, bro. Like, I remember just a couple years ago, she was getting all those promo packages, man. Like, she definitely came up off of, you know, Baba Lamb, Underground Sound, Hyperpop Daily. Like, those Instagram posts kind of gave her fan base she has now, and she's literally touring, like doing Rolling Loud, doing good numbers, and she's one of the bigger underground artists, definitely one of the bigger underground females. I also had a chance to talk with her at Rolling Loud, and she was cool. Nice lady. I hope that she continues to find success, but honestly, I think the music does need to get a little better for her to take it to the next level. The music is good now, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm sure she can step it up a notch. She went on tour with Ski and Don Toliver, so, you know, she's definitely around people who can make hits, and hopefully she picks up a little something, because that would be very cool to see. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the list. Drop a subscription, join the Discord, follow the Instagram, and appreciate you for watching this far. Subscribe. Peace. Bye.